You.
Let's see. Well, you were telling me about the incident when they had them, crazy find under the bed, and you guys,
Okay.
getting scratched from trying to break it up.
Okay.
I didn't hear all of it, but that kind of the gist of it was the last part of what I heard.
Okay.
So yes.
So,
But it's all on tape.
Because of that, maybe let's cut to explain the situation now. That you have to all the precautions that you have to take to keep them separated, and why. And also, tell me about how even then he will still try to get at her if he thinks he has a chance.
Right. So we've actually gone through a variety of ways to try to acclimate them, and in addition to separate them. So the separation has been.
Sorry, I'm just gonna start you over there a little bit.
Okay.
Do you feel like you've tried everything you know to try?
Yes, we definitely.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start out that way to say, we feel like we've tried everything we can think of, and now tell us, what those things are.
Okay, so we have tried everything that we could possibly think of to acclimate Izzy and Einstein together. So a variety of things have been tried. Initially, I tried talking to my normal vet, and he made some suggestions, and one of them was to keep everything should be very positive whenever Izzy is around Einstein. So while they're separated, keep them apart, but when they come together, everything should be happy and wonderful. And the one thing I think that Einstein loves above anything else is really to be loved on. He loves being brushed, he loves being rubbed. And so what we would do was it would be for about 30 minutes several times a day. We'd bring them together into the large master bathroom, and we'd sit on the floor, and one of the children would, or Seth or I would hold Izzy and just keep her at a safe distance, and then the other one would sit and just love on Einstein and keep it very positive. He would keep his eye on her, and as soon as there was any tension, we would remove them both from the situation. They'd each go back to their respective spaces. We tried that for several weeks. That didn't seem to create any improvement. Then I read books on how to associate and to reduce aggression in cats. I bought new litter boxes that were clear and big so that she was never going to be threatened in the litter box. What were some of the other things that we did initially from that book? Do you recall?
Consulting a behaviorist?
Well, then after we tried the book, the next thing we did was I did ask our vet if he knew of any animal behaviorists that might be able to come in and at least assess the situation to see if there was something that I was missing, because I felt like I had done everything that I could possibly do, and maybe I was missing something. Maybe I was missing something that was extremely obvious to an expert that wasn't obvious to me, and I wanted to do everything humanly possible to make both cats happy, because I didn't like locking up either cat. I didn't like the fact that Einstein was obviously being squirted with water bottles. He was being told no constantly. So we knew the situation had to be resolved. So the animal behaviorist did come in. When we brought the two cats together, she immediately noticed that his eyes just became extremely enlarged, that he clearly was aggravated as soon as she walked into the room or was brought into the room. Her recommendation was that we really needed to try to tone him down or calm him down. So we put him on a medication to try to reduce his stress, make him more calm. And we were also prescribed a medication for Izzy to make her have more assertiveness. Unfortunately, the medications for Einstein, first he hated them. He foamed at the mouth with every pill, and all it really did was make him really sleepy. He still, as soon as he would see her, we could physically leave a door open, but if she walked by that door and he was sleeping, because he was pretty much just drugged to be sleepy all the time, he would still go after her. So it never altered his desire to get her out of the house. It just made him sleep a lot more. And the medication for her, you could tell it was very, it made her very anxious. She didn't know what was going on. You could see it in her eyes that she was a little freaked out, that she was doing what she was doing. She was being more assertive, but she was crying more. She was jumping on the other cats. It was just a very weird situation. And basically Seth said that, you know, putting either one of these cats on the medicine that was doing what it was doing was clearly changing who they were and why we loved them for their personalities. And it wasn't fixing the situation.
It wasn't sustainable.
And it wasn't a sustainable option.
And so tell me then, you know, where it stands now. Like, what have you resorted to? And, you know, again, you're, you know, used to it now to sort of think more from an outside point of view as to, you know,
Yeah, so
a little bit how far you've had to go to, you know, curb that behavior and or prevent, you know, those terrifying scenarios that happened before.
yeah, so what we're doing now is real simple. I mean, we just keep them separated, and we're just better at it than we were before. And I got very frustrated at one.
Again, I'm
Huh?
gonna take you back. Let's pretend we're back to a slightly earlier time, just because, again, just helping your case. If you guys seem okay with it, it just helps your chances.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To really think about all of the links that you're going to, because if you guys seem okay with it, you know, we're making a recommendation, and you know, our producers looking at it saying, well, they don't kind of really.
No, understand. That wasn't where I was going with it. Trust me. Yeah, I mean, what we're doing now is keeping them separated, and we are better at it than we were before, and that he doesn't sneak through doors as much, and we don't have to break up fights. But I got to the point of saying, I don't want to live like this, right? And we either get rid of a cat or somehow fix this. Hang on.
I don't have it on speakerphone.
You do. We're just not using it. You there? Hello? Hey. Sorry, can you hear?